Do you want to say hello to everybody? She's like, no, I hate you. Say hello to YouTube. Oh, my baby. She's so cute. She's like, I accept the cuddle, but I'm not enjoying it that much. Hey guys, I hope you're doing really well. So today I thought I would do a first impressions on this YSL Cushion Foundation. Mavis, she's like jumping in boxes back there, sorry if you can hear that. I love a good YSL foundation and I also love cushion foundation, so I thought this would be a cool one to try out, especially because it is a little bit more pricey. Mavis, stop. You just sit down. She's sitting in a giant box. No surprises there, she's a cat. I'll write all the different currencies down below, like US dollars, NZ dollars, AU dollars, pounds, you know, all that stuff to help you guys out, because obviously it will be a different price everywhere. In New Zealand dollars, it is extortionate, but it's beautiful. So obviously here's the box. And this is what it looks like. Thumbprints do quickly get all over it, but the packaging is absolutely stunning. Very sturdy, definitely feels quality. Compared to another cushion product, you can see it's quite a bit bigger. And I don't own any other cushion foundations that are a square. So it's definitely a little bit more luxe, a bit heavier. But in saying that, probably more bulky to travel with, so Mavis! She's the clingiest cat ever, I swear. Whenever I film, she like loses her shit that I'm not petting her. So as to be expected, it has a little applicator sponge, which I always use these for my cushion foundations. I actually find them really good. Although this one, I've got to say, it feels a bit different to the Korean ones I've tried. It's just like a felt instead of sort of rubbery. You should hopefully be able to see there's little YSLs in the cushion product itself. I know for some first impressions people don't prime, but I always prime, so just to make it a fair test I will prime. This is the Smoother Universal Perfecting Primer. I just like to put this on my T-zone because I do get a little bit of texture sometimes, like on the nose. Just realized I don't have a mirror here, so that is not helpful. This is the shade B50, which is my fake tan shade, so I don't know if they would carry a shade light enough for my natural skin. I was sent this from PR, but it's not like sponsored or anything, don't worry. No obligations to say I like it. Actually, I just noticed this is like half rubbery and half felt, which is a little bit mysterious. I might have a quick Google to see if it says on the site. Alright, so the claims are sheer to medium buildable coverage, natural finish, fresh dewy glow, I like the sounds of that, for sensitive, normal, dry or combination skin types. So if you're oily, it's not looking good for you. I've got dry combination skin, so hopefully it's fine for me. It says it's very lightweight, sheer, buildable coverage to give skin a fresh, dewy glow and natural finish, which is pretty standard for most cushion foundations. It says it comes with a patented micro net delivery system and a dual flocked sponge. But it does not say what the sponge actually does. So I guess it's just trying to sound a bit fancy. So I'm just gonna squidge into the compact. Whew, this product is dark. Good thing I've got a nice dark tan on. Such a strong smell. So I actually am a big fan of the just original, I don't know how you say it, Touche Eclat foundation. I like the Fusion ink, but I feel like it's just almost a little bit too unforgiving on my skin sometimes because I do get a bit dry. Plus it's a very light coverage, but I don't know. I don't mind the Fusion ink. I really like the traditional Touche Eclat and I'm loving cushions at the moment, so I think I'm gonna like this. So far it's really evening out my skin tone, as you can see. Might zoom you in just a little bit more so you can really see all the like imperfections and stuff on my face. Far it's looking really nice, very easy to blend, very typical cushion foundation feel. So I'm glad it's not disappointing. Drying so quickly like that. It's completely matte now, which I wasn't expecting because it said it was buildable. So I'm going to go in with another layer on the cheeks and we'll see how that builds, or if it looks a bit kind of crusty. We won't need to powder since it sits down so well. So I'm definitely a fan of this coverage. Now I'm just going to try and build it up a bit on the forehead and cheeks. The first application I did drag the sponge, but I found that it's definitely nicer to pat when you're going in with the second layer because like I said, it's just gone so matte. the initial layer is going to go a little bit funny looking and maybe a bit cakey. This is my first cushion foundation with no SPF because I just love them. I always pack the Lancome one with me when I go on holiday because I'm pretty much only tanned when I go away for events and stuff like that. But it's so annoying, it's like SPF 50 as are most cushions, so I love the fact, like big ups for me that this has no SPF. That is amazing. So there's a final look at it with no other products on. I'm going to conceal now, but just in case you wanted to see one last time, I just usually like to mix the Tarte Shape Tape and then a serum concealer like this one from Bare Minerals because it's way more blendable. I find the Tarte ones just a bit drying to under the eyes, to be honest, and then I'll just mix them together like on the face. Not the most professional approach, but it works. I'm not even going to bother about like concealing these spots because I'm just not really that fussed. Under the eyes I'm just going to use the Banana Bake Filter Powder. This is the new brand from Mecca Maxima. It's called Mecca Max. I love the packaging on this one. All the other products are like orange and gold, but for some reason this face powder is like white and baby pink. I definitely prefer this packaging personally, but it's actually a quite nice lighter banana powder, so I've been quite enjoying it. But in saying that, when I'm my natural skin color, I think I might be pushing it a bit still. But it's definitely lighter than the Anastasia banana powders, so that's something at least. I'm just gonna set where I put that concealer because that will definitely crease. This powder's really nice and fine. I'm quite a fan. I've never liked a banana powder before because I find like they're so chunky and just look yellow on your face, but you can see this one just brightens. So I'm definitely a fan. As for the rest of the face, I'm just going to leave it. I might put a tiny bit of brow pencil in this eyebrow because this one just doesn't hold as much colour naturally. Just going to finish off with the Clarins Instant Light Lip Oil. I know this isn't really meant to be a full face tutorial, but since I'm wearing such a small amount of products, I thought I'd just show you. There we have the finished look. I'm going to check back in with you guys at around lunchtime. It's the morning time now. It's 9:40. Check in with you then, and then I'll check in with you right at the end of the day before I take off the foundation. Hey guys, so I'm back. It is now midday, just gone 12 o'clock. I've been to the gym. It's still actually looking really nice. I've got a little bit of creasing from my concealer, but I mean, that's not really the foundation's fault. Hard to say if it's oxidized. I feel like it's looking a little dark around my mouth, but I am quite dry around here at the moment because I have some breakouts, so it could be due to that. Overall, the skin tone has stayed really nice and even. I do look a little bit redder maybe on my forehead and around my nose, but I mean, I have been sweating. I don't know if I touched my face by accident and that sort of thing. I just perspired through it and it's just sort of stayed there. It's definitely got more of a glowy look, but yeah, I'm pretty pleased with it overall so far. So 4 hours in, it's still getting the thumbs up. I suppose 4 hours isn't very long really, but I did go to the gym, so I feel like that kind of like does test it because of all the sweating. So yeah, I'll check in with you again just before I go pick up Tama from work, so that'll be about like 4:30 or 5 o'clock. Hey guys, so it's now 4:30 in the afternoon. I have got to say I am so impressed with this foundation. Before, when I was doing some office work, I was sitting like this and I could see like foundation had come off on my chin and I was like, crap. But when I look at it, it's like the coverage is still there. It's so weird. Like I definitely touched my nose and my chin a couple of times, but honestly, it's like there's a bottom layer or something to the foundation that has just stayed in even coverage, even though I've been wiping bits off here and there. It looks so nice and even still. Over the day, it's gone a little bit patchy. That's what happens when you have dry combo skin. Sometimes foundations oxidize a little bit more in your drier areas, which unfortunately just happens. Like, I didn't obviously do bronzer or anything, but I feel like up here it's a little bit darker and like around here it's a bit darker. I would say maybe at best medium coverage, so obviously it's not going to look perfect at the end of the day, but I'm definitely pleased with it. I'll be wearing it again. Definitely in love with this enough that I will be taking it traveling because, like I said earlier, don't have any SPF free cushion foundation, so I love this about it, but that's kind of the reason I'm a little bit peeved off that it's such bulky packaging. But in saying that, I get that it's YSL and they want to be extra and it's just stunning. So, I mean, can't complain too much about that. If you're wanting to try out a cushion foundation, I would recommend to start with a far more inexpensive one just to see if you like it. They are generally a lighter coverage. Try out some Korean ones. I'm actually going to do a video soon on my top cushion makeup products, so keep an eye out for that. Yeah, I wouldn't recommend getting it as your first cushion because it is expensive, and if you don't like it, you'll be let down. But if you already love your cushion foundations, or you just love, you know, that lightweight natural look, if you are into going to the gym a lot, or you just like having that sort of natural skin look, definitely check it out. And also if you struggle with SPF flashback, check it out. If you wear Loving Tan, check it out. So I hope that was a helpful first impressions review. It's always a good day when you try out a new foundation and you love it, so I'm really stoked right now. And let me know what your most recent favorite foundation is, especially if it's drugstore, because I feel like I don't really favor any drugstore foundations. They just seem to always be a flop for me, so I would love to get into some more. Besides that, I hope you have an amazing rest of the day, and I'll talk to you guys again soon. Bye!